Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to Multipack Mania! Now, this is the week of Thanksgiving, so we're dealing in multiple courses. So that means we wanted to see multiple DVDs on your multi-packs. Let me explain. This set right here has 4 DVDs, and it has 13 movies. And the movies are House on Haunted Hill, The Human Monster, Indestructible Man, The Invisible Ghost, Unnatural, Little Shop of Horrors, Carnival of Souls, Vampire Happening, Satanic Rites of Dracula, Wolfman, Night of the Living Dead, The Thirsty Dead, and Messiah of Evil. So what I've decided to do is, I've decided to take my 10-sided die, and once again, my trusty Freddy vs. Jason die. Now, if it lands on Freddy vs. Jason, that counts as nothing. If I roll a 4 or a 5, then I'm going to have to re-roll the second die. So let's roll the first one and see what we're working with here. We have an 8. Alright, let's roll this die. That's 10. Let's pick out number 10, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll be watching Wolfman for Multipack Mania! And I'll be back with a review soon. Okay guys, I just watched Wolfman, and Wolfman is a 1979 film, which runs approximately 101 minutes, and is written and directed by Worth Keeter. Now, he was responsible for Hijack, Memorial Day, and Scorpio 1. This stars Earl Owensby as Colin Glasgow. He was in Chain Gang, Dogs of Hell, and Scabo. This also stars Christina Reynolds as Lynn Harris Randolph. She was in King of Rock and Roll. And Sid Rancer as Dr. George Tate. He was in The Last Game, A Day of Judgment, which I believe just got released by Severin, and Redneck Miller. Okay, I had a heck of a time finding any information on this, and here's the reason why. Now, if you look at this disc, if you guys can see it, it says 1982, playing time, 1 hour and 41 minutes, color, rated PG. Well, it's not a 1982 film. It is a 1979 film. Can't tell you how long I searched for that one. I had to go by actors and directors, and Earl Owensby didn't really have a lot to his credit. And I can see why, to be honest. Now, after I watched this film, I read several reviews, and none of them were good. They described this as a snooze fest, as dreadful, an embarrassment, stuff like that. So this is going to be a half good review. Okay, I'll get into the plot, which is very simple. You have Colin Glasgow, whose family owned the town that they live in. Basically, they were rich. His father is killed, so he returns home to have a reading of the will and to kind of, after years being on his own and making his own business, he's kind of getting his rightful place in the family. So, as he comes home, the priest that actually killed his father and did his funeral, you find out, is a priest of the black arts. That means he worships Satan. And in the basement of this huge mansion that they live in, he has the curse go from his father to the oldest son, which is Colin Glasgow. And what curse is that? Well, I'm glad you asked. The curse is that every full moon, Colin Glasgow will become a werewolf at night and kill. That's basically the story. A simple Wolfman story, not unlike the other Wolfman stories, from the past. It's all the same tropes and, so on and so forth. Now, here's where I had trouble staying awake during this one for the first hour. The first hour was a total snooze fest. I get it, they're establishing characters, but it really doesn't take that long. And then he has this love interest with the Christina character. Actually, her name in the movie is Lynn Harris Randolph or something like that. So he's in love with her, and he's coming back, and they knew each other when they were kids, and she was married, and now she's divorced, and all this crap that could have been eliminated. By about the hour mark, it starts getting good. And by it starts getting good, that means the werewolf comes out, it's now a full moon, and he starts going out and killing. Now, I thought the makeup was done fairly well, and I liked that they kind of gave a nod to the original Wolfman by their kind of time-lapse photography with the Wolfman makeup. Thought that was kind of cool. Plus, the dude, like, he was shirtless in some of the movie, and he's a hairy dude, so they probably didn't have to put much on him. So, whew, he's a hairy dude. Anyway, I liked the kills. I thought they were cool. I liked him playing the Wolfman. I just didn't like him playing Colin Glasgow. First of all, it kind of seemed like it was the Wolfman meets the Beverly Hillbillies, because he had this real southern drawl, and while I'm pretty sure it's his real voice, he didn't really know what to do with it. And neither did a lot of the people in the picture. Yeah. Acting wasn't very good. The dialogue was dreadful. Now you have to understand that this came out around the same time as Frank Langella's Dracula, which is a much better movie, much more atmospheric, a much better storytelling of the Dracula lore. But a lot of people still hate that one. But anyway, this is not even a really good comparison. I'm not actually sure if this came out in the theaters. It probably did. But yeah. I would say, okay, this is why I like Multipack so much. Where else am I going to be able to see the Wolfman or Wolfman from 1979? I looked for this everywhere. There are 2 copies of the VHS on eBay, and a shady company which put out a DVD that's probably not much different from the transfer on this disc. So the good thing about multi-packs is you get to experience a lot of stuff that you probably never would get to experience, because a lot of the movies are, nobody claims them as being a domain or whatever. Can't remember what it's called, eminent domain or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, that's why I like these multi-packs so much. And I've been enjoying everything that you guys have been reviewing, and it's given me a lot of good suggestions for stuff to watch. So thank you, everyone who's participated. The reason why we did this one is because it's multi-course, just like Thanksgiving. So we have multi-discs full of fun stuff to watch. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. And next week is going to be franchise. Yay! Finally people get to do a franchise. So, yeah. Have fun with that one. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.